morning, students. Today we will solve a few more numericals based on work and energy from chapter 11, work and energy. Now, question number 4 of main exercise. This question number 4 says that certain force acting on a 20 kilogram mass changes its velocity from 5 meter per second to 2 meter per second. Calculate the work done on the object. Now, what is given in the question? There is a certain force acting on a 20 kilogram mass. So, there is a certain force acting on a 20 kilogram mass. Certain force is acting means force is acting, but what is the fixed value of that force? It is not given. And this force is acting on an object of mass 20 kilogram, which brings a change in its velocity from 5 meter per second to 2 meter per second. Means object's initial velocity u 5 meter per second, and due to force its velocity changes, and now it has final velocity v 2 meter per second. Okay, now you have to calculate what is the work done on the object. See, you know that formula of work is force into displacement, but here force and displacement are not given. Then how can you calculate work? See, by this formula, work is equal to force into displacement. We cannot find out work directly in this numerical because force and displacement are not given. We have an alternate formula to calculate work. How is that? See, due to the work, velocity of the object changes because a work is done on the object. That is why velocity of the object changes. It means due to the work, kinetic energy of the object changes. So, whatever the work is done on the object, that much change in kinetic energy takes place. So, we can write work is equal to change in kinetic energy. Now, work is equal to change in kinetic energy, final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. Work is equal to final kinetic energy half into, see, formula of kinetic energy is half into mass into velocity square. So, formula of final kinetic energy will be half into mass into final velocity square, half mv square, minus initial kinetic energy half into mass into initial velocity square, means half mu square. Now take half m common, then v square minus u square will be in bracket. W is equal to half into m. What is m? 20 kilogram into what is v? Final velocity, that is 2 meter per second. We have to do square of it because we have to put the value for v square minus u square. What is u? 5 meter per second. Do square of it. Now, W is equal to divide 20 by 2. We will get 10. 1 into 10, 10 into square of 2, 4 minus square of 5, 25. W is equal to 10 into 4 minus 25. It is minus 21. So, W is equal to 10 into minus 21 minus 210 joules. So, what is the work done on the object? It is minus 210 joules. Means a negative work is done on the object. That is why object's velocity decreases. So its kinetic energy also decreases. Let me tell you one thing. In our previous class, we studied that negative work is the work when the direction of displacement is opposite to the direction of force on the object. So here a negative work is done on the object, minus 210 joules. It means the direction of the displacement of the object is opposite to that of the force. So it shows that an opposing force is acting on the object, and we know that when an opposing force is acting on the object, then velocity of the object or kinetic energy of the object decreases. That is why here velocity or kinetic energy of the object decreases, because an opposing force is acting on the object, which is opposite to the direction of the displacement of the object. So overall a negative work is done on the object. Now next question. Question number 16. An object of mass m moving with a constant velocity v, how much work should be done on the object in order to bring the object to rest? Now what is given in the object? There is an object of mass m. So mass is m and it is moving with a constant velocity v. So here initial velocity of the object is given as v. We know that initial velocity is denoted with u, but it is given v in the question, so we have to write v for initial velocity. Now how much work should be done means you have to calculate work done on the object which brings the object to rest. It means finally object comes to rest, comes to stop. So final velocity becomes 0 meter per second. Now this numerical is also based on that same alternate formula of work. How is that? See, a work is done on the object. Due to that work, object's velocity changes, kinetic energy changes. So whatever the work is done on the object, that much change in kinetic energy takes place. So work is equal to change in kinetic energy. Work is equal to change in kinetic energy means final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. Now work is equal to final kinetic energy. As I told you earlier, kinetic energy half into mass into velocity square. So final kinetic energy half into mass into final velocity square. So half into mass m into final velocity, it is 0 square, minus initial kinetic energy half into mass, so we have written half into m, into initial velocity square, which is v square. W is equal to half into m into square of 0, 0, minus half into m into v square, half mv square. W is equal to half into m into 0, it's 0, minus half mv square. W is equal to 0 minus half mv square, it is minus half mv square. So what is the work done on the object? Minus half mv square. So this is the work done on the object. It means a negative work is done on the object, which shows that the direction of displacement of the object is opposite to that of the force on the object. Okay, it means an opposing force is acting on the object. That is why velocity of the object decreases, so its kinetic energy decreases. Now question number 17. Calculate the work required to be done to stop a car of 1500 kg moving at a velocity of 60 km per hour. So what is given in the question? There is a car of mass 1500 kilogram. So there is a car of mass denoted with small m is equal to 1500 kilogram moving at a velocity of, so it is moving with this initial velocity u 60 kilometer per hour. Now initial velocity u is given 60 km per hour. We will convert it into its SI unit, means meter per second. How is that? 60 km per means upon hour. Now to convert kilometer into meter, we multiply 60 into 1000 meter upon hour. There are 3600 seconds in 1 hour. Now solve this. Cut these two zeros from numerator side with two zeros in denominator side. Now divide 60 and 36 by 6. We will get 10 and here 6. Now divide 10 and 6 by 2. We will get 5, here 3. So 5 into 10, it's 50 upon 3 meter per second. So there is an object of mass 1500 kilogram. That object is car of mass 1500 kilogram moving with initial velocity 50 upon 3 meter per second. Now what is the work done on the car? So that car comes to stop, comes to rest. It means final velocity v of the car becomes 0 meter per second. So this question will also be solved by the same alternate formula of work, that is change in kinetic energy, because here due to work object's velocity changes, its kinetic energy changes. So it shows that whatever the work is done on the car, that brings change in kinetic energy. So whatever the work is done on the car, that much change in kinetic energy takes place. So work is equal to change in kinetic energy. Work is equal to final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. Work is equal to final kinetic energy half into mass into final velocity square, half mv square, minus initial kinetic energy half into mass into initial velocity square, means half mv square. Now take half m common into v square minus u square in bracket. W is equal to half into m. What is m? 1500, or we can say 1500 kilogram, into v. What is v? 0 meter per second. Do square of it, because here v square is there, minus u 60 km per hour or 50 upon 3 meter per second. So we will write 50 upon 3 meter per second. So in place of u, write 50 upon 3 square. W is equal to, divide 1500 by 2. We will get 750. 1 into 750 is 750 into square of 0, 0 minus square of 50, it is 2500 upon square of 3, 9. W is equal to 750 into 0 minus 2500 upon 9. It will be minus 2500 upon 9. Now divide 9 and 750 by 3. We will get 250 and here 3. W is equal to 250 into minus 2500. We will get minus 6,25,000 upon 3. Now divide minus 6,25,000 by 3. We will get minus 2,08,033.3 joules. So this is the work done on the car, that is minus 2,08,033.3 joules. So this much work is done on the car. So a negative work is done, so it is obvious that the direction of displacement of the car is opposite to that of the force. So an opposing force is acting on the object. That is why velocity of the object decreases, its kinetic energy decreases. Now question number 10. An object of mass 40 kg is raised to a height of 5 meter above the ground. What is its potential energy? If the object is allowed to fall, find its kinetic energy when it is halfway down. See, what is question saying? Question is saying that there is an object of mass 40 kg. So there is an object of mass 40 kg which is raised to a height of 5 meter from the ground. Okay, so what is given? There is an object of mass 40 kg. So M is equal to 40 kg which is raised to a height H, that is 5 meter from the ground. Now we know that due to this height or higher position, object acquires an energy called potential energy. So that potential energy we have to calculate. Potential energy EP is equal to mgh. Now EP is equal to m. What is m? 40 into g. G is acceleration due to gravity, and we know that it has a constant value of 9.8 meter per second square, and in rounded off figures we will take this value as 10 meter per second square. So EP is equal to m, that is 40 kg, into g, that is 10 meter per second square, into h, height 5 meter. So EP is equal to 40 into 10, 400 into 5, it is 2000 joules. So what is the potential energy of this object at this height? It is 2000 joules. Now what is next? If the object is allowed to fall, find its kinetic energy when it is halfway down. It means now this object is released from this height. So now this object is released from this height, so it falls freely towards the ground. When it falls freely towards the ground, then during this free fall, it reaches halfway or half path. As it reaches halfway or half path, what is its kinetic energy there? I told you earlier in our class that according to law of conservation of energy, When an object falls freely towards the ground, then its height decreases. So height decreases, its potential energy also decreases. But that decreasing or reducing potential energy is getting converted into kinetic energy. Okay, so during free fall, potential energy is getting converted into kinetic energy. When object reaches halfway down here, then its height becomes half of the former value. So potential energy also becomes half of this former value. It means half of the potential energy is reduced and that is converted into kinetic energy. So, object which is having 2000 joules potential energy at this height, when it is released from this height, when it is made to fall freely from this height, as it moves down, its height decreases, and when it reaches half path, then its height becomes half of the former value. So its potential energy also becomes half of its former value. So half of 2000 is 1000 joules. So here it has 1000 joules potential energy. It means 1000 joules potential energy is reduced, which is converted into kinetic energy. So here kinetic energy is 1000 joules. This we have solved theoretically, but this is a numerical, so we have to prove that here kinetic energy is 1000 joules numerically or mathematically. How is that? See, when object is released from this height, then it is obvious that before releasing, before falling freely down, it was at rest. So its initial velocity u is 0 meter per second. Now it is made to fall freely. Then it acquires a velocity called final velocity that we don't know. We will calculate. Okay, when it reaches half path, half route, then it covers half of the total height. So, displacement or height covered by the object is half of the total height, means half of the 5 meter, that is 2.5 meter. During this free fall, object experiences an acceleration due to gravity. So acceleration due to gravity is denoted with small g, that is 9.8 meter per second square, but we take its rounded off value, that is 10 meter per second square. Okay, now we have to find kinetic energy at this point, at halfway down. We know that kinetic energy is equal to half mv square, where m mass, it is given 40 kilogram, v final velocity square. What is the final velocity here at this halfway? That we have to calculate. How can we calculate? By applying third equation of motion. 2gs is equal to v square minus u square. 2 into g, what is g? 10 into s, what is s at halfway down? 2.5 is equal to v, what is v? That we have to calculate. V square minus u, what is u here? 0. U square, so square of 0. 2 into 10, 20 into 2.5, it is 50, is equal to v square minus square of 0, 0. 50 is equal to v square minus 0, v square. If v square is 50, then v is under root 50 meter per second. So this is the final velocity of the object during free fall at halfway down. Now find its kinetic energy. Ek is equal to half mv square. Ek is equal to half into m. What is m? 40 kilogram into v under root 50 meter per second. Here v square, so we have to do square of under root 50. Ek is equal to divide 40 by 2. We will get 20. So 1 into 20, 20 into square of under root 50. It is 50. Ek is equal to 20 into 50. It is 1000 joules. So we have got the answer. What is the kinetic energy of the object at halfway down? It is 1000 joules, which we have already discussed theoretically, because when object is this height, when object is at a height of 5 meter, then due to this height or higher position, it has potential energy that is 2000 joules. Now as this object is made to fall freely towards earth, its height decreases, so its potential energy decreases, and that decreasing or reducing potential energy is getting converted into kinetic energy. So when this object reaches halfway, its height becomes half of the former value, its potential energy becomes half of the former value. Former value is 2000 joules, so it becomes half here. So now at halfway down it has 1000 joules potential energy. It means 1000 joules potential energy is reduced, which is converted into kinetic energy. So here it has 1000 joules potential energy and 1000 joules kinetic energy. So total amount of energy present in the body is 2000 joules. It means energy always remains constant, conserved the same. It is just changed from one form to another according to law of conservation of energy. Thank you. Have a nice day.